attention.
Sensible Hysteria is a horror actual play podcast. As such, some areas of content are not suitable for all ages. Listener discretion is advised. Good evening, and welcome back. Again, we're here in the city of Udelvi. We are now in the first core with our players. Last session was pretty fun. Have you guys had any experiences with weird clown dolls like you did in this last session, but in real life?
My brother had a, like the Ernest movies, like Ernest P. Worrell, you know that? He had this super creepy little mannequin doll. Yeah, that thing pretty much gave me nightmares like the first 6 years I was alive.
What about you, Luke?
I accidentally made an evil doll once. Didn't know it was evil until I put the face on, but it was evil. I think it's in my basement right now.
The usual.
Yeah, the usual. George?
My grandparents, being from Cuba, there's a lot of santeros. I don't know how to say that in English. But it's kind of like a religion. And they have these little dolls. But there was one that my grandma used to keep in her room on her bed before she would only take it off to go to sleep. It was a little white dress with a white bonnet hat, and it was a black doll. And she would just keep it on the bed, and it would protect the bed, and that I would never go into that room.
Well, I believe Santeros in English is Tiny Santa.
It's like a voodoo, type of voodoo type of thing. Like Santero is like a voodoo, what do they call those people over there? Voodoo people.
I know what you're talking about, for what it's worth.
Yes.
Creepy, tiny Santa doll that your mother loved very much.
Exactly. And it would walk around the house at nighttime. Almost like Elf on the Shelf.
Elf on the Shelf!
That definitely beats my story I was going to share, so, all right.
Let's get back to our creepy doll.
Let's get back to Jack Stun. Anyway, Luke, you want to give a quick recap of what's going on? What does Kaga know that's going on, or Koga, sorry, that's going on?
Well, Koga knows that they're going into a high-security situation with the goal of extracting something and planting something else. He knows that his disguise looks like absolute shit, and he's going to have to play that in order to gain access to the place he needs to be. And he's developing contingency plans in service to that. The contingency plans may or may not be related to a murderous doll he just bought. Unrelated question. Can the spell command be used to make someone catch something? It's not in the spell description, but I'm not sure how wiggly the rules are for this.
Yeah, I feel like that works perfectly fine. Because you can tell someone to drop things, why not?
Yeah.
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Catch the evil doll. All right, well, so you guys just left Off the Rocker, and it was a off the rocker experience. A little less gold heavy, or maybe not, because the little doll ate the gold and you didn't actually pay for it. I guess you did. I don't know. The doll's...
I paid the doll. I guess that means he's an employee.
I don't know.
So did you really just take the doll out for lunch, and now he's just with us?
There's a lot of questions about the doll, but...
As long as he's in the bag.
As long as he's in the bag.
As long as it's in the brown paper bag, I'm sure everything's fine. As a reminder, you have this evil doll, you have this wooden box that Damas Bar'laze told you to plant and not open, and you have invitations to go on to the hen house, which is the basically like a miniature booze cruise kind of thing, where there's a lot of gambling and stuff going on, from what I'm assuming you guys were able to gather from Bar'laze. And you're trying to rob his sister, basically. to help with the real job, whatever that may be.
I don't know if what you guys think, but I want to check the box, even though he said not to check the box. But I don't trust him, so I would like to check the box. But maybe it would be smart of us, none of us three, to open the box. Maybe we could tell the clown that there is a knife inside the box, and if he opens it, he could have the knife.
Yeah, what could go wrong?
So
There is a knife in there.
I love that, but can't we just trick someone on the boat into opening it?
Yeah, and save the clown for another time, yeah.
Fair.
Wait, what is my alignment? 1 second. I have to remember how chaotic neutral. Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm a really good person.
I'm chaotic good, so I'm ready to roll with the punches.
Anyway, you guys make your way through the town. The sun is starting to set, and you know by sunset is when the ship, guys can board the hen house, which is the name of the ship, and go out onto the water and enjoy your time on the hen house and gamble all of your money away. Is there anything you guys want to do before you head that way?
Is there anybody around us?
You guys are walking in the streets talking about whatever you guys are talking about. You can go to an alley or something if you wish. Make a perception check to see if anyone's in there.
Oh, I want to try. I don't know. It's up to you guys. You guys want to open the box or keep it closed?
I'm fine leaving the box closed.
Then let's leave it.
Far be it from me to be the voice of prudence for the group.
What do you think, Toby?
Yeah, let's go with the guy who just bought the demo tall. Let's do that.
All right, so I guess we'll go to the hen house.
You hear it coming from a paper bag. He wishes I was the devil.
Thought we told him to shut up.
Bags don't talk.
No knife for you.
Anyway, you guys get to the dock area. You see that there is a good number of people that have already boarded this red ship with sails that seem to be on the side. The ship also has paddles. It appears to be a very large paddle boat. The line getting onto the dock, there are a couple of guards looking at invitations, and there is a portly woman in a blue dress with a red sash who is waiting in line. She appears to be maybe a noble, at least definitely from the first corps. Auburn hair, narrow gray eyes. She seems to be humming to herself. There is a gentleman with a blue and gray jacket as well. There, waiting in line. He is standing behind the portly woman, and it appears that there are other people who are headed to stand in line with their tickets ready. If anyone wishes, they can make a perception check, society check to know what's going on, or just wait in line and go forward.
I'm gonna do society to see if I can tell who any of these marks are.
You're able to tell with your extremely great rolls. The only person that you're really able to identify is someone who's actually coming up a little bit behind you guys. She's a half-elfish woman, blonde hair, dark blue eyes, wearing a ton of things, and she appears to have a dog with her. You recognize her as a minor merchant, but at least one that seems wealthy enough to get onto this barge. You know her as Saba. She is a jeweler, from what you were able to recall.
That's why she's so severely over-accessorized.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I greet her, not by name though, and gesture for her to go ahead of me in line.
Hey, well, thank you a lot. That's so kind.
You're quite welcome.
Come along, Phila. And she gestures to her dog. The dog appears to be like a Great Dane, and it basically sticks really close to her as she walks in front of you. She's wearing a blue and purple cloak.
Want to get in line? Line? Yes? No?
I rolled a perception check too to see.
Yeah, you got the same.
Oh, same thing?
Yep.
I'm going to look at Brand and say, don't you know them?
Well, I mean, they look a little familiar.
I think the dog might have been around you once or twice.
Hey, also chicks that I get with on dogs, alright? Thanks a lot. I actually asked her about her amulet. It's a beautiful brooch you got there. Could you, what kind of jewel is that?
Oh, yes, well, it's emerald jewel inlaid with a couple other things. Are you a jeweler yourself? Or are you interested in purchase?
I mean, but I'm not doing my duties, you know. But how much would you ask for? Just, theoretically.
It depends. Make a diplomacy check. You're talking about your duties. What are your duties? Why are you here with this major?
Oh, well, right now we're in an official capacity, escorting the Major Kroger. He's going around and we are just making sure that everything is on the up and up and making sure he can, represent the military installation here in the House of Hens,
Oh, well, by the look at him, I don't really think that he should, to each their own, I guess.
I've had a day.
Yeah, he works very hard. He didn't have a lot of time to prep, it's fine. But anyways, how much would that jewel be in, for that?
Well, I could make one for you like this. This one's personal. It was from my mother, but it was blessed with her holy magic. But that's why it's a different color. You had a day. How did your men not have it? I'm very confused. They almost. I'll talk to you on the ship. It appears they're ready for me. My name is Saba, by the way. Good day.
Good day.
She walks away very confused. She gives her invitation. The guard looks her over. They seem to share a few words, and then she goes on to the ship.
We also enter the ship.
You go up to the, basically the bouncer. It is a rough man in a white-collared shirt with his sleeves rolled up. He's got slicked back hair and a very large nose and a creased eyebrow. He looks to you and he just stares at you for a moment.
I attempt to deceive him by talking to him man to man as a fellow protector of the innocents. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sure. Do you have tickets, and more importantly, does your major have money?
Yeah.
Yes.
Tickets.
Then show them.
We give him the tickets.
You give him the tickets, he looks at them, he looks at you guys, he looks at the tickets, looks at you guys. Is that alright? I guess you guys are good to go. Why does it say you're a sergeant? Whatever, I don't care. Go ahead. Fine, you'll just get kicked off anyway.
Nailed it.
Right, confidently onto the boat.
You guys get onto the boat, and you see this beautiful boat. The top deck has a few guards on it, and you guys are on this boat. You're on the top part of the boat. As I said before, it has sails on its side and paddles as well to move it. You guys appear to be the last on the ship. On this top part of the deck, there is a hot tub. There is a bar area to the south, hot tub to the north. More towards the west, there appears to be the portly woman who is just looking off of the ship, standing at the edge of it. And there are a couple of guards standing on either side, leading down to the staircase that leads to the pole of the ship. But you would assume there would be a lot more people than just these 5. You do recognize the bartender as the same card dealer that you saw before. She is serving a drink to a fairly well-dressed man. He has a long face, silver hair, sharp gray eyes, and he appears to have some sort of animal coat. It turned into a makeshift cape, a half of a cape, it seems. And you swear that you see something scurrying around him, maybe into his cloak and garments.
Can I do a perception check to try and get a bit more on that?
Yes. Just on him or everyone else?
A little bit of everybody, but mostly what is scurrying in his cloak.
You swear that you saw something furry, but then a long tail, maybe, that seemed to be hairless.
Naked mole rat.
I'm thinking the same thing.
Oh, the tail was hairless.
Tail was hairless. Everything else.
Regular rat.
And I look at everything else on this massive deck.
Checking out that big deck.
Yeah, Saba, who you met before the half-elf, she is apparently getting ready to change into an attire to go into the hot tub.
Nice.
You already got most about her, at least perception-wise. The other merchant that you saw, the finely dressed one, the portly one, auburn hair, narrow gray eyes. You do notice that she has something underneath her dress. Maybe she's not as portly as you thought. She may be having some sort of armor underneath. She is continuously humming to herself.
Is Saba by herself right now?
She is.
Can I walk over to her and ask her a question?
You may.
So I'm going to walk over to Saba and say, before you run off to the hot tub, I'd like a drink. And I also have a question for you.
Make me a diplomacy check.
Diplomacy. Did it roll?
No.
Oh, wait, right here. Oh, good.
Well, I think I'm good for right now. I think I just need a dip. I was just testing the waters. I think I'll go into the back area and change into a bathing suit or so. Maybe not now. Are you staying on the top deck, or are you going down below?
Smooth.
We're going down below.
Oh, good. I'm gonna go change then. Have fun.
I make my way over to the semi-appearing to be portly woman.
Yeah. She's just staring off at the top of the deck, or at the front of the ship. She has a glass of some sort of, you'd assume, alcoholic beverage in her hand that she is stirring as she looks off into the waters. Seemingly paying you no mind.
I walk up to her and ask, can I get you another drink?
Well, maybe not right now, but in a bit. I just got this one. What's your name, lad?
I am Ensign cool guy. Coolgan. You can call me Coolgan. Ensign Coolgan. Pleasure.
Ah, well, Ensign Coolgan. Please make me a bluff check. Aren't you?
Ensign Cool Guy.
Deception?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Coolgan. Well, you do strike a figure with your military garb and such. Maybe later, drink-wise. What brings you here? You don't seem like the gambling type, and I don't see many with your, disposition.
No, ma'am. I never play any of the games, but I do enjoy the activities around it, and I'm here in my official capacity to ensure the safety and well-being of the the commanding officer over yonder. Yeah.
Oh, who's your commanding officer?
That's the colonel. 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 Great guy. Greigen. Colonel Greigen. He's a great person to know. He's a very nice man. But he's here for the Empire. You know, it's good to see him. He's a good guy.
Oh, aren't we all here for the Empire? You said he was a colonel. Well then, she kind of props herself up, making sure that she cuts a figure, we'll say.
Yeah, he's a really nice guy, but not enough about me and my simple position. What are you doing here? Are you here just to play?
I'm here to play. Excellent. I'm here to play some games, but I like to take in the setting sun and drink a little bit as I watch the sun set. But now I think I might go downstairs and play some dice or something. You know the Bar'laze are a bit. Well, they're fantastic with how they like to run a show. I heard that there's a new theme tonight, and I always enjoy the themes that they have. Before it was, what do you call it? It was. They had everyone dressed as if they were from the Umbral Court, the little nation that we passed by a few years back. It was quite entertaining.
Oh yeah, the little guys. Yeah, they were great.
I didn't really like how they hit themselves, but other than that, it was fun.
Hit themselves?
Well, you know about those people? They worship a god that they believe that they have to suffer in order to worship their god. So it was all good fun. It was part of the show.
You ask me, when it comes to gods, if they all want us all to suffer. But that's a whole different thing. So, anyway, would you need an escort down to the dice games? If you've finished checking out this massive deck?
I think I'll be good for now, but maybe later. Find me later. Aren't you supposed to escort the colonel? You could introduce me to him if you would care to do so.
Oh yeah, why not? Please follow me. We walk across the deck to meet up with the colonel.
To be clear,
Before getting to him, loudly say to the colonel, Colonel Greatkin! I just met this lovely woman who was enjoying her aperitif off the veranda and she wanted to speak to you. Colonel Greatkin!
She would lean over to you and ask subtly, the colonel's the bald one or the messy one?
The messy guy. Yeah.
Oh.
He had a bag.
to be clear, Kogo was facing the bar to order a drink, and so when he hears this, part of his insignia designates him as a major. He's gonna try and quickly palm that.
Do a trickery.
Thievery?
Thievery, yeah, sorry. Yes, you're.
Oh yeah.
Palm, you don't even really notice.
I turn around. Oh! Nice to meet you, Ms.
Oh, forgive me, my name is Carla. Carla DeSanti. I'm,
Do I quick society check? Do I know who the DeSantis are?
What? Nope.
I do not.
Probably
Oh.
a wealthy merchant.
Well, it is enchanting to meet you.
Oh, I guess I could say the same about you. Your ensign here said that you had a day.
I did. I fell down 2 non-consecutive flights of stairs.
2.
Out of character, that happened to me at a wedding once.
2. That's quite horrible. And you didn't get a chance to change?
It was on the way here.
Oh, and you still came. I mean, you must have a great reason for it. Do you have business with Miss Bar'laze?
I highly value my recreational time. As a colonel, I don't get a lot of it.
Yeah, he's very busy guy. Yeah.
Please make me a deception check. You can attempt to assist if you want. Bright side.
Oh yeah.
Oh, tempted.
Or you got a 20.
Oh.
Oh, well, I mean, we all have days like that. Would it not be best to send one of your ensigns to go get you new clothing? Or I'm certain that Miss Bar'laze, especially if you're someone who enjoys your recreational time, would be willing to offer you something more suiting to someone of your position.
Honestly, at this point, it's become something of a conversation piece.
And it's the craziest thing. We were trying to get him a new coat and everything. Whole place burned down. Don't understand.
Slow look over at Brent. Yes, I fell down 2 non-consecutive flights of stairs, and then my house burned down on the way here. As I said, it was a day. In retrospect, I should have led with the house burning down, but the stairs were really fresh in my memory.
Yeah, and he really takes his recreation seriously.
Oh, that seems, you've had quite a time. I mean, you've had quite a time. Would you mind, let me purchase you a drink? Colonel.
Oh, that would be lovely. I'll take anything that comes with at least one toothpick and an umbrella.
Please, one sunrise, please, for the intrepid Colonel. You hear a slight... you only can hear, this is, you think she has a knife?
Loudly, he says, "Thank you for this drink. And my, what a sharp toothpick. I wonder where it will end up, assuming that everyone behaves as they should."
Brand looks over to the, in quotes, Colonel, nodding, also looking eerily.
So, Colonel, what do you normally do for your recreation time? I don't think I've ever seen you here before.
Well, it's my first time, which is also why I did not have time to go home and change. Yes, I'm building onto this, yes. And so, I would love if you wanted to show me what you typically do. That would be lovely.
Oh, well, I'm a little more concerned. You do have someone taking care of your house that burnt down. I didn't even see any smoke.
That's why I only have 2 attendants. The rest are managing the house.
Well, it makes sense. You're a colonel, after all. I mean...
Yep, that's me.
Well, I typically like to watch the sunset and drink a little bit up here, and then I go down and I typically partake of the entertainment. They normally have themes that go on, because this is only once a week that the hen house is let loose. And last week it was fascinating. They took those people from the Umbral Court, those people who do horrible things to themselves, and they did a whole theme and a show about it. It was kind of disturbing, but it was also fun. I'm curious to see what it's going to be this week. I'm sure it's something quite entertaining.
Well, everyone loves a theme party, especially a surprise theme party that hopefully other people would have told us about ahead of time.
Later.
But let's go downstairs and see what the theme is.
Oh, I would be honored if you would escort me, Colonel, as you are definitely a great guy to know.
That's me.
Yeah, that's...
Ensigns, if you'll follow and not add anything else about my house.
Yeah, sure.
Aang, what are you doing?
Before they walk off, I want to do a perception check on her to see if I can see anything more about what's under her clothes that makes her look so bulky.
Yeah, go ahead. Some sort of armor you'd guess would probably be like leather armor or something. She may have a weapon hidden somewhere on her, but other than that, you don't think it's anything big, probably like a dagger at most.
I don't know why, but I feel like we're walking into a trap.
So you guys head down?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Yeah.
All right. You guys head down. Go down the stairs, and you come into a brilliant red carpeted room of this ship. There are a few dozen people in here. There are some that appear to be just regular commoners with a little extra money who are able to somehow get on here, as well as other people who appear to be nobles. You see a bunch of servers that are wearing a purple top hat, and with one side this greenish color and this other side this purplish color on their vest jacket that they have with a white shirt underneath, collared shirt underneath. They all appear to be wearing the same outfit, and for some reason they all appear to have the same white hair and red eyes. There are several people out and about in this area. You do see two figures as you walk down a desk and 4 rooms with closed doors. You see one man in a black jacket who doesn't really seem to be partaking in anything. He has dark gray skin, and he has 2 holsters on his hips that appear to have some sort of weapons on them. And he appears to be talking to another figure who is dressed similarly to the guards that you saw when you first came in.
Can I get a closer look at the gentleman with gray skin?
Yeah, you can move closer if you want. He's talking to a guard who is standing at a desk with a locked cage behind it. Or behind him, I mean.
Okay.
You're moving closer to him?
Yes. I'm gonna walk a few feet closer to him to get a better look.
Inconspicuously.
Inconspicuously.
Inconspicuously. Make a perception check. And if you're trying to be stealthy, make a stealth check. Your perception check, you notice that this man doesn't really seem to fit in with everyone else. He doesn't look like the regular guards, but he has the insignia of the Bar'laze family on his belt. As you attempt to sneak over to him, he turns and looks at you. You see crimson red eyes as they stare at you. So what is it that you are doing here? The gambling is over there. This is a restricted area, son.
Well, sir, just attempting to make sure this is a safe area, as secure as you say it is. Just wanting to make sure that everything's on the up and up, Anytime a civilian is armed, I want to make sure, that we're being as safe as possible for the well-being of my commanding officer over there. Yeah.
Make a deception check.
Nailed it.
Oh. Double check that actually beats this thing. Well, son, do you know that you have a bit of a nervous tick? Your lip tends to move when you speak. But I believe you. Do not fear. I am protecting this ship. If anything happens from any of the passengers on board, I deal with it before it becomes a problem.
Well, let's hope there's no problems then, eh? Yeah.
There is no hoping.
Yeah.
What's your name, son? What is your...
Ensign Kurgan. Nice to meet you.
You're a nervous guy, Mr. Coogan.
I've been told that, yeah. What's your name?
My name is Oldif. Olvid. I misread my own name.
Not too many drinks, we all get there. Come on.
I don't drink.
Ever?
Anyway, go on to gambling hall.
Thanks.
I return back to where the slightly armored woman and the colonel is.
Yeah, what are the rest of you guys doing?
Following the colonel, I guess we're going to the gambling hall.
And what is the theme? Am I able to intuit that visually, or am I going to have to ask this lady?
You can. That is what all of the workers appear to be wearing, at least the one that you see now. If you guys move...
It's Fantasy Carnival? Fantasy Mardi Gras?
Yeah, her outfit... make me a society check. Or a straight intelligence check.
Oh, those are both bad. But I'll do the society check instead.
Bran, you're a little nervous by your whole interaction, where you think that you barely got away with a lie. And but you're able to shake it off and realize pretty quick, and Koga, you do as well. Remember that guy from the shop that you were just at? He was in a suit that was like one side one color and one side another. It's the same kind of thing.
Oh no. Or yay. Depending on how I want my plan to go.
Oh, yay.
So, it's an evil toy shop theme? Seems a little niche.
Can we see what's behind? You said when we walked into this level there was a door with what seemed like two things behind it.
Yeah, so before you, to the west where Ovid is, he's talking to a guard. There are 4 doors, 2 on each side, leading to where that desk and guard are. Behind the guard is a little caged area that goes into another room, it seems. You won't really be able to tell unless you get closer what's over there. To your north and your south are 2 stairways that seem to lead into another area with a lot of commotion and music coming from that area. Music sounds a bit whimsical.
Am I still talking to that lady?
Now, okay, so this the 2 stairways in front of us. That's where this guy is talking to him. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, this makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. Why don't we ask her what she... You said this floor is just that, right? There's nothing else?
To the south? Or to the east?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have the drow and the guard, and then the little caged area behind him.
Gotcha.
And then 4 closed doors, 2 on each side.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense.
So while we're just casually talking to... What was her name?
Carla.
Carla. So, Carla, what's behind all of these doors?
Oh, well, yeah, people who know they're going to be partying a bit too hearty, give Miss Bar'laze a little extra coin, and they're able to stay the night. But she only allows certain people to do that. Those are all rooms with beds and desks and such. I don't believe they're assigned yet because it just started. I don't think anyone's gotten paid too much yet.
Even the room behind the desk?
Oh, that's where the treasury hold, I assume, is kept. That's where all of the gold, and sometimes when they have to exchange, because too many big winners or big losers have to have their money taken back over there. That's where the money exchange normally comes from and goes.
It's almost like a vault, huh?
I guess you could say that.
I guess we gotta keep on walking. We can't go closer to them again, so maybe we should go. We need to distract them away from there if that's the place, but I don't know.
I, speaking to both of my companions, lean into grab both of them and lean them in next to me and go.
In front of the lady?
Slightly after. Both you guys go. If we use a distraction, we could maybe get the
two guys out from in front of the door, and then we slip in, get inside of the door.
I can slip in, just give me a knife.
Shut your hole.
That sounded like talking.
You're getting a butter knife.
Kogo will say, let's see what the main floor looks like, and then we might have a pretty easy way through, maybe. But we have to stop being so suspicious in the direct line of sight of the man with the guns and the woman immediately behind us.
Good point.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah.
I'll turn back to her. Sorry, we had to have a quick talk about the military. Anyway, what's down here?
Oh, that's... Awesome. I'm actually gonna... Oh, that was... I wonder what the theme is. Let's go down here. Normally they have, like, crabs or something like that. I love doing that.
Yeah, who doesn't?
Yeah.
Crap.
There's, like, weird laughter and, like, clown music. Maybe it's a circus.
The clown might come in handy.
So as upon you guys enter into the main gambling area, you see 6 main tables, gambling tables, with different games on them. Some of them appear to be cards, some appear to be dice. One of them appears to have a roulette table on it. There are 4 or 5. So there's about 6 these women that are dressed in the theme of this party, as well as several people that are that are gambling, as well as another lady with auburn red hair who appears to be watching the proceedings, sitting in the southernmost corner, just watching. Of the people that are gambling, that at least the ones that you take notice of, there is an individual with a long face, golden hair, and hazel eyes. He wears fine refinement and jewelry. He is surrounded by other people who are gambling and such, who don't appear to be that large or have that much money. He is on the southernmost table playing some sort of card game. The man closest to you guys, as you walk down the northern stairs, has cropped reddish hair with sharp hazel eyes. He wears glasses with copper rims, and he wears a fine raiment and a copper amulet around his neck. He also has a cane that also appears to be an axe with a skull on it, and he is rolling some dice at a large table. He is the northernmost one to you all. And sitting at the same table, who's apparently making some sort of bets as he is rolling dice, is a woman in a nice blue coat. A small gown, it appears, is underneath. It does not appear to be as fine as the others, but she appears to be winning quite a bit in comparison to everyone else. And then to describe the person in the back who is watching everything, she wears leathers, she has gloves on, and a peculiar-looking hat, the equivalent of a cowboy hat, actually. As I said, auburn hair, and it almost appears as if when she moves, light comes from her arms and such as she moves.
I would like to take a closer look at who I presume to be Damas Bar'laze.
Yeah, you can move down there if you wish. You'll have to go past all of the people who are gambling and stuff. This hall is actually quite crowded. I just pointed out the people who seem to be some sort of significance to you all. the rest of you doing?
I am good.
I would like to sort of mosey on over here.
How come that area stays?
There any sort of like back area or like offices that might be visible over in the west side of the room?
Yeah, there appears to be a bar over there with a few of these women in these multicolored suits. One of them is playing the equivalent of an accordion, but there are a few stools and a couple of tables that are unused, if you'd like to sit at one of those.
Not just yet. I'm still drinking my toothpick and umbrella drink.
What's the lady's game of choice that we were with?
Your Carla, who came with you, is already standing at the craps table and is very excited about what's going on.
Gotcha.
As dice are being rolled.
Do I perceive Damas Bar'laze?
Go ahead, please make me a perception. Are you doing it stealthily, or are you just like looking around the room?
I'm doing it stealthily.
Make me a stealth check as well. Taking a closer look at her, you see that she has a couple things about her. She doesn't appear to be wearing any armor, but she does have what appears to be like a bandolier underneath, on her jacket and then around her jacket. And you notice that she has 4 pistols in that bandolier. As you look at her, she turns and looks at you. Well, hello now, darling. How do you do? I do not believe I have met your acquaintance. You seem quite dandy. Like what you see.
Well, I'll tell you what, I don't usually see somebody packing that many firearms on a friendly night such as this, but pleasure to meet you, ma'am. My name is Ensign Coolgan. What's yours?
She walks up closer to you, to be very close, and then in a quick action, flick of the wrist almost, she holds one of her pistols near your upper thigh. Who said anything about a peaceful night, honey? My name is Bar'laze. I assume you already know about this if you came to my establishment. Are you here to play, or are you just playing some sort of game?
Brand gulps because of the proximity of the pistol, and then it goes,
Well, I'm here in an official capacity, but I'm always here for any kind of games I can get a hold of, you know.
I attempt to look closer if there's any type of clear vulnerability on her.
Yeah, go ahead. Actually, make me... Where did you do perception? Make me a... knowledge... make me an occultism check. Yeah, you notice that there's like flicks of almost fire every time she moves or does some quick action, but other than that, you have no idea what's going on.
Great.
She would look at you, do a click of her tongue, and then kind of push you back a little bit, just like a little gentle shove, and holster one of her firearms. I thought you were gonna be more fun than that, sweetie. Go enjoy spending your money. Maybe you get some sort of prize while you're on duty. She makes quotation marks with her hands.
Koga is going to gesture for the other two to come over towards him.
I walk over to meet him.
Okay, so I think I have the rough contours of a plan. This is all relayed in not suspicious-looking whispers.
As non
Like just
possible, I say, go on.
yeah, this is very chill. I can make one of you look like a guard, and I can make another of you invisible. And I have a murder clown in my pocket. Between these three things, I think we can generate a distraction that will then enable either the disguised version or the invisible person get into the back room and fulfill our core objective. Now, the disguise would last for an hour, the invisibility would last for 10 minutes, so this would require some timing and some privacy to make sure that we are able to get everything done without alerting the guards before the murder doll is allowed to have fun. What do you guys think?
I like it.
I mean, what else we got?
Alright, so
Okay.
we're going to follow up for this. Yeah. It's the plan, guys.